Guys, there, this is one more Touristic Walks, and today we will be roaming and visiting the one and only Royal Park, St James's Park, next to Buckingham Palace and Green Park. It is one of the smallest park and prettiest park. So we're gonna be visiting and telling you the background stories and the surroundings. So see you at the scenes. Adios. Hi guys, there. This is one more Touristic Walks, and so guys, we're gonna cross the road here, and we're on the postcard road at the moment. Today is the Friday, 21st of June, 2023, and it's about 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and we are bustling crowd on the postcard road. So basically, because as you can see, there's lots of crowd there lining up to go into the Churchill Rooms. And these are the Churchill Rooms back in the Second World War. That it was the underground headquarters for Churchill. So Winston Churchill was the Prime Minister of UK back in the World War II times. World War II, which began in 1939 and ended at 1945, basically. And as you can see, there is the crowd lining up to go into the Churchill War Rooms. It's called Churchill War Rooms. You may not see the statue of Churchill here, and the statue there is the Flag of India. But there is a statue of Churchill, Winston Churchill, next to Parliament Square. It's a museum, and you just witness and how they used to actually operate, and all the rooms of the church they used to operate during the war times. And guys, above this is the Flag of India. There's another warring historical figure, guys, and stand by. British governor of the Bengal presidency, Clive has been widely credited for laying down the foundation of the British East India Company rule in Bengal. He began as a writer, the term used in India for an office clerk, for the East India Company in 1744, and established a company rule in Bengal by winning a battle of Plassey in 1757. As you can see, we've got another memorial here. So guys, what we're gonna do, we're gonna actually go first of all on the postcard road and go to the postcard parade, look around there, examine the place, and then we're gonna go move on to the Buckingham Palace where Queen Victoria Memorial is, the statue, and we're gonna have a look at some flower beds, memorial flower beds, but basically what they are called, especially accredited to Queen Victoria in Buckingham Palace. As you can see, there's people actually walking up the road, and they're still actually setting up the seats for people to sit around and watch the rehearsals going on. So on the Horse Car Parade Square, guys, there's annual events. They hold on annual events there, especially for royal family. And they start the parade on the postcard road right there, then walk up to the mall mall is actually conditioned. First of all, it was conditioned for ceremonial events. Then it is actually used for traffic as well. However, it is shut on weekends for any upcoming event, basically. So today is the 24 degrees Celsius, guys, on London weather, and it is quite hot. I am in an idea where some people like to wear long sleeved. It is very hot, like you can even walk topless. There's no problem. I have like a very short sleeved polyester t-shirt, light colored jean, white trainers, sunglasses, dark hair. That's me. That's what I actually look like today. So guys, we're at the Host Guard Parade Square here. This is where the rehearsal is going on. And actually the ground is all gravels basically. When you walk on, you can hear steps making lots of harsh sounds, which is kind of pleasant. And on normal days, guys, if you actually walk through the square and you go through those on the middle of the screen, as you can see, those are arches. You pass through the arches, you go to the yard of the Host Guard Parade and move out of the gates, and you actually end up on the Parliament Street. So that is the thing here. So stand by, guys. I give you more information on Host Guard Parade Square. Host Guard Parade. Host Guard Parade is a large parade ground of Whitehall in central London. It is the site of annual ceremonies of Trooping the Colour, which commemorates the monarch's official birthday and their beating retreat. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and now we shall move towards the mall. As you can, today is the weekday, and there's a lot of traffic on the weekends because of the roads. The mall is actually shut on weekends for ceremonial events, upcoming ceremonial events. You can't see how much traffic going on. So today is Friday. Today is Wednesday. Hi, and we have traffic everywhere. So first of all, guys, we're gonna walk on this side, and basically we're gonna have a look at the UK Police Memorial sculpture there. So we're going to have a look at that first, then we're going to walk more going towards Buckingham Palace. As you can see, they're doing lots of alterations on the Host Guard Parade Square, guys, and they're putting up seats for upcoming events. And there's a rumours going on that the St James's Park is going to be actually expanded, but I haven't got the proper details on that, guys, so you can actually Google it up and check it yourself. And as you can see on this right hand side, this plant is covering the entirety of the building. You see, I will show you. Yeah, so it's covering it well. So basically, if you are living somewhere in the middle of London, guys, it's very easy to come to Buckingham Palace, Postcard Parade Square, Parliament Street, Parliament Square. It's very easy. You can take about 10 to 20 minutes walk, crossing the Westminster Bridge if you're on the south side, and you'll be around here in no time. As you can see on the mall, those buildings contain some sort of a gallery, exhibitions. So guys, they put up a fence. They actually fenced off the police memorial there. Actually, I'm gonna go around and show you close up. So basically, they're getting ready for upcoming events. Preparation after preparation. It's been going like this for, I think, last week or so. So this building I was just showing you earlier on, the plant has just covered all the walls of it, and there's a doorway that they go inside there. Something to do with the Postcard Parade Square, basically. And so this is the police memorial, guys. This green rectangle structure. So what it does is commemorate all the police officers in UK killed during their duty. And it's got a little pool, as you can see, at the bottom. So if you want to have a look at some information when you actually visit here, there's this information through the glass. Okay, we are on the way to Buckingham Palace. Let's make our way up the mall. So guys, as you can see, this is the mall. The road is called the mall, basically. M-A-L-L. And because today is a weekday, a business day, the traffic is actually using it. At the beginning of the early in the century, the road was actually conditioned to do a ceremonial, only ceremonial. However, later they began to use it as a traffic road as well. However, they do actually reserve it on weekends for any upcoming ceremonies and events. I already crossed the road before. I'm on the guy with the big camera and a big gimbal crossing the road while the man is on. Right. So today is cloudy and sunny, guys. So there's kind of shadowy and sunny intervals, then shadowy and sunny intervals. Keep exchanging roles, basically. So our next encounter, guys, is gonna be Duke of York column there, as you can see. Gonna go and have a look close up there. So basically the guy with the camera and the large gimbal has to actually use the traffic light system to cross just in case. Well, I'm lucky there's a green man on. So guys, that is the Churchill York monument there, and it is a very, very old, and it has very, very interesting background facts. It's a historical memorial, and I shall give you facts and background story right away. Stand by. Robert Clive was the first British governor of the Bengal Presidency. Clive has been widely credited for laying down the foundation of the British East India Company rule in Bengal. He began as a writer, the term used in India for an office clerk, for the East India Company in 1744 and established a company rule in Bengal by winning a battle of Plassey in 1757. So guys, from the monument, we're going to make our way now to our next encounter, which is the memorial flower beds. Unofficially, the flower beds are actually part of the St. James's Park and Buckingham Palace, basically. So we're walking near up to what you call the mall, and they seem to actually remove all the divisions. They're actually removing it. So I take it all the rehearsals are ended, trooping the color. I have done a couple of videos, one video, trooping the color is called, and then my latest video, and after that there's the Mayfair video after that as well, guys. So you might want to actually check those videos out on a channel called Touristic Walks, which is my channel. So basically, guys, if you want to keep update of my videos, do subscribe, and I shall provide you with all the latest updates as many as I can. So let's see you soon. So behind is a Roman and style architecture, guys. So guys, this is the one of the flower beds, as you can see. And it's a memorial to Queen Victoria. And as you can see, there is the Queen Victoria statue there. On top of it is the gold color. She died in 1901. And these memorial gardens are made for her memorial, basically. But this memorial flower bed, guys, it goes all the way to those gates where it goes into the Green Park. The Buckingham Palace flower beds, also known as the Memorial Gardens, were created in 1901 as part of Sir Aston Webb's overall design for a memorial to Queen Victoria after her death that year. The formal flower beds are laid out in a semicircular design around Central Memorial and are a familiar sight during the many of the famous processions and ceremonies that take place in this area. And you can see on the left hand side, and that is the Buckingham Palace. And guys, that is the Buckingham Palace. If you want actually, if it is worth something like 1.3 billion pound sterlings. I mean, if you want one of them, that's the price that you have to pay. Yeah, 1.3 billion. And guys, through these gates, sometimes they're open. That's the Green Park. So a Green Park is basically, it's nothing but just greenery and trees. And it has some few memorials, few war memorials as well. I done a video called Palace Surroundings, guys, and actually I done kind of a detailed tour in a Green Park and kind of a brief tour in James's Park and Buckingham Palace. It's a kind of a different video to this one. So basically this video consists of just what St. James's Park accommodates next to it. So I won't be actually going in detail about the Buckingham Palace itself, just to show you flower beds and Queen Victoria statue there.
Thanks so much, Vincent.
And we're headed towards Buckingham Palace. When the rehearsals on Trooping the Colour, guys, they come marching all the way from the mall and ending up here. You can watch my video called Trooping the Colour on Touristic Walks. So we are lucky today that we can actually walk, but this acts like a roundabout. It's a circular road that cars can take their exits to go where they want to go, basically. So it's been actually cut off, which is a good. So you can walk freely over to the Queen Victoria statue and have a look around. So this is the Queen Victoria statue. So as you can see, guys, there is more statues, each part of the whole monument. So my camera is a little bit tilted up, guys, to see those statues. As you can see, well decorated. And there's another one there. These artistic sculptures, guys, statues, are well made. They not actually can withstand all the weather conditions. You can see They don't look old or torn away or anything like that. Hence, they do maintain it. And another one. Okay. So this video, guys, it could be very useful to newly visitors to the square, postcard square parade, Buckingham Palace, St James's Park, Queen Victoria, Buckingham. Oops, I said that Buckingham Palace. So at the lower ground of the monument, guys, there's this pond here, this little pool here. People just try to sit around these things. Yeah, actually, the sound of the pool actually is kind of relaxing, as you see the fountains spraying from there. Yeah, as you can see, people are sitting on the edge of this wall. Actually, the kids love to get in there, but it's not allowed. So guys, basically I gotta get back to St James's Park. Victoria Memorial is located in the front of Buckingham Palace and comprises the Dominion Gates, as Canada Gate, Australia Gate and South and West Africa Gates, the Memorial Gardens and vast central monument commemorating the death of Queen Victoria in 1901. The monument is 25 meters high and uses 2,300 tons of white Carrara marble. As well as Victoria, there are statues representing courage, constancy, victory, charity, truth, and motherhood. So as you can see, this is the Soligi kiosk points, guys, for drinks and snacks. Um, it's owned by the Italian families. They also got restaurants across the London as well. Soligi family on business. And they got these kiosks in everywhere, in every royal park basically. So we got the Hyde Parks, Kensington Gardens, we got Victoria Park, we got Regent's Park. They got these kiosks for drinks and snacks. So guys, stand by, and now I shall give you full information on St James's Park itself. The park was once a marshy water meadow. In the 13th century, a leper hospital was founded, and it is from this hospital that the park took its name. In 1532, Henry VIII acquired the site as yet another deer park and built the Palace of St James's. The resident colony of the pelicans has been a feature of the park since a Russian ambassador donated them to Charles II in 1664. While most of the birds' wings are clipped, there is a pelican which can be seen flying occasionally beyond the confines of the park. Pelicans have lived in St James's Park for nearly 400 years. They were originally presented as a gift from the Russian ambassador to King Charles II. St James's Park includes the mall and the horse cart parade and is surrounded by landmarks such as Buckingham Palace, Clarence House and Whitehall. The park's famous flower beds at the front of the Buckingham Palace are familiar backdrop to pageants including Trooping the Colour, as well as state visits and other ceremonial occasions. So I hope you enjoy that. We shall continue this little footway, and actually from here we will actually encounter the Blue Bridge. So basically it was all marsh meadow, swampy land, and in 13th century they rid of the leper hospital, and in 1532 Henry VIII acquired it and turned into a deer hunt park. So these are shrubs next to me, like this grown up. Actually, they're almost tall as me, and the lilies are grown so tall, like 2 feet in length.
On Monday, I'll send a reminder.
Guys, I lowered the camera to see what it's like walking as a little boy, and then I raise it to see what it's like being a 7 foot tall guy. We come to the Blue Bridge, and Blue Bridge has got some good background story, guys, and I shall walk it through and come back again to let you know what it's like crossing the Blue Bridge or St. James's Park, a Royal Park. Let's make the walk. So as you can see, there's a pretty crowd, pretty much of the crowd always standing about on the bridge and enjoying this view of the St. James's Park Lake, guys.
We were sitting down near it, and then we walked past it, and we carried on walking through the town. There's a bigger one down there. I'm Steve. Anyway, so that was that, and then
So it's not a very long bridge. It takes about kind of a minute to walk if you're just walking constantly. It takes about a minute to walk across. So it's normal for people to actually take pictures. Basically the same as on the Westminster Bridge. People are together mobiles and taking pictures everywhere, standing everywhere. So once we cross the bridge, guys, you come to the south side of the park, which leads you towards, if you could turn left from this footway and come out of the park, you go to St. George's Road. From there onwards, walking up St. George's Road, you come to Westminster Bridge. So let's go back. From this view, guys, at the center of the screen you can see the Buckingham Palace and Queen Victoria statue. The Blue Bridge offers spectacular views across St. James's Park Lake to Buckingham Palace to the west and Horse Car Parade, Big Ben and the London Eye towards the east. As well as spectacular views, the Blue Bridge is an excellent spot to view St. James's Park's waterfall. Sorry. So I made a mistake talking. So we're gonna make a right turn. This way. There's one more thing I'd like to show you guys. So walking up this pathway, we come to actually Prince Diana's Memorial Walk. Yeah, Prince Diana's Memorial Walk's gates there. So that's what it's called basically. Another solitude there. Drinks and snacks. Yeah, I noticed that there seems to be a school outing today as well. I see many students in uniforms. So this is the Prince Diana's Memorial Walks, guys, right here. Okay, we're gonna make a right turn again and go this way. And hopefully we come across St. James's Cafe, our next encounter. It's the only cafe, it's the only place that you can actually sit down and relax and eat. As I mentioned earlier on, St. James's Park is a small park, prettiest park, a royal park. So So as we're walking and heading towards the St. James's Cafe, you can see on the right hand side, if you walk this rich grassy spot here, you go cross over and down in edge of the lake. And there's another small background story to St. James's Park. Back in 1664 about pelicans. The St. James's Park was supposed to have pelicans for 400 years. 40 of them was handed to King Charles II from a Russian ambassador as a token of gift. St. James's Cafe. St. James's Cafe is an oasis heart of the St. James's Park. Surrounded by a rich abundance of flora and fauna, enjoy the stunning views of the lake and fountain from the contemporary roof terrace, external seating areas, or looking through the panoramic floor-to-ceiling windows. Also, tuck yourself away with a cup of Benigo's award-winning coffee or a loose-leaf tea. Alternatively, just kick back and enjoy sunny afternoon with a glass of chilled wine. In a hurry, don't worry, you can also grab a takeaway drink and a treat to go. So after this, guys, we're gonna continue. Have a look at the lake right there, and there's supposed to be some sort of a fountain called Tiffany Fountain. It's always spraying. Somewhere in winter.
It's not the boat manager, it's not even manageable last football. No, there's some other guys in the season.
Let's see if we can actually notice some pelicans. See, I'm bracing these animals. I just want to capture them, and they're actually swimming faster than I can walk. There they are. So these are animals that have been handed over from Russian ambassador back in 1664 to King Charles II. Wow. So guys, the pelicans actually left the spot right next to the edge, and they are actually going in circles. So guys, the name of the lake is called the St. James's Park Lake. So it starts from the beginning of the park and ends to the other end of the park, the whole lake. So I don't know if you noticed the Tiffany fountain there, guys, on the right hand side of the screen. That fountain can be actually captured from any point in the park. It's large enough. There it is. Yeah, it's right there. So we are walking opposite direction, guys. We're passing next to St. James's Cafe again, and we're heading towards the we're heading towards the Duck Island Cottage, guys. It's a little, it looks like a little house, basically, that once the birdkeeper used to live there to look after birds. It was the whole, I'm talking about back in 80s, something like that. And there's no longer a bird keeper in the park anymore, so they're using it as a, functionalities, looking after the park. It's got a garden and a crops around it as well. So I don't know anything about that. So we're gonna have encounter Duck Island Cottage on our next walk. So as you can see, guys, there's a maintenance going on in the park. This happens every summer. You've got the vehicles parked on your footways, work vehicles and so forth. On the left hand side, as you can see, there's war memorials. Opposite direction of the horse cart parade square there's a war memorial based on Second World War there, guys. So we're at the edge of this lake, more like a marshy edge that's been cut off by these small thinner bars there. And a weedy section as well. So guys, as you can see, the Tiffany fountain from this angle. Really, I keep adjusting the camera's tilting system, the way the camera is actually looking straight or looking a little bit up or down. So I keep adjusting the tilting system by the button on the gimbal. If you actually notice any movements, that's what I'm doing. So we come to one of these flower beds, which nobody can actually go close enough. As you can see, guys, the rich tones of its flowers. Witness. So we're coming out of the gates of the James Park, and we're at the Postcard Road again, opposite to Postcard Parade Square. And just to show you, this war memorial based on Second World War, guys. So now we will actually continue making our way, going to see the Duck Island Cottage, Birdcage House. See what that's all about. Following this route right here. So guys, I thought that the Island Duck Cottage House was actually, I passed it, however I did not. It was something else, and actually it is this way, as my memory serves me correctly. So we're coming next to the Duck Island Cottage, guys, and this is where most of the birds hang about, if you can see. And the photographer was actually taking pictures of these. So this structure here, guys, is for the staff. Private, no admittance, you see. No pedestrian can go there. And this is the Duck Island Cottage. And another term for it is called bird cage house. Then this is where the bird keeper used to live, actually looking after the birds. And as you can see, there's crops being made here. Yeah. I don't know what sort of crops are these. I know these are tomatoes. So actually we can actually go in here, guys. This is what it looks like from this angle.
Just hope that people don't stay.
So this is what you see when you actually come to the doorway. As you can see, the pelicans actually going across, guys. So we're at the exterior ramp on the Duck Island Cottage House here, and the pelicans just going across or coming in. Oops.
But the whole area was 10, but it's just specific activities happening with them.
Duck Island Cottage, the picturesque lodge which serves as the offices of the London Historic Parks and Garden Trust in St James's Park, is aptly named. It occupies a site which has long been the haunt of these iconic birds. Birds of various kinds have been kept here since 1612, when James I began converting the swampy chase of the Tudor monarchs into a formal garden. Here, along what is now Birdcage Walk and Ivory, was established an waterfall. Both native and foreign found refuge in the park despite the presence elsewhere in the garden of two crocodiles. So guys, that was the Duck Island Cottage, and we're gonna now go around and complete our circumnavigation on the St. James's Park. So guys, we're gonna have a look at the Tiffany fountain close, because it's very, really close to this part of the park. It's a very, very large fountain, and that'll be the end of the video. I'm trying to find the best spot so we can get a clear view of the fountain, because it's very, very high. Guys, this is the spot where ducks and birds and pigeons are hanging about. As you can see, there's many of them. And the Tiffany fountain is right there. We cannot really view it clearly because of the tree branches, so they'll be a little bit fail, but it's okay. However, we do have lots of birds on this spot here. So guys, we come to the end of the video. We have circumnavigated the entire of the park and some interesting background, and thanks for watching, and don't forget to do the drill which will make the channel grow faster, which is to do subscribe, like, comment, share, and click the notification bell icon for upcoming videos. So I'll see you on my next video. Adios. Peace.